Ask Reddit by Shadow 2116. What are some unwritten life rules everyone must know? Your best friend may not consider you their best friend. This one hits home. It never hurts to compliment somebody on the quality of their work, their hobbies, and whatever field is most important to their self-esteem. It always goes a long way. I gave a presentation in class last week on my research that I had been working on all semester. Everyone politely clapped at the end, but I had stuttered. I get shaky and nervous presenting. And so I started in my usual spiral of fuck, that was awful, I'm such an idiot, and it would have ruined my night and hurt my confidence going into exams. After I sat down, this dude who I had only spoken to like twice all semester leans over to me and says, "Great presentation," and gives me a fist bump. Literally made my year and stopped the self-loathing spiral dead in its tracks. Don't ask for somebody else's opinion and get mad when they tell it to you. I think all too often people expect you to echo what they are thinking, not provide your own opinion. Which is stupid. I'm pretty direct. If I'm asked a question, I'll assume it's meant literally. My wife hates that. Under-promise and over-deliver. People will think you are a genius. I work at support. My boss always told me to take a good guess on how long something would take, not rushing but at a normal pace. Then add 50%. Then a little more. I basically live by that now. Horrible people won't always be punished for hurting others, and it sucks. I will also add that a good number of times a horrible person will be rewarded. Not everybody is your friend. Be careful who you vent to. Many people only want juicy gossip and don't give a shit about you or your problems. A good sign of this is where your friend brings you dirt or juicy stuff about someone else that likely was said in confidence or probably shouldn't have been communicated out. If they do that, your info is equally being dished out. Putting folks on informational diets is the way to go until you gain supreme level of mutual trust. That just because someone is family doesn't mean they are a good person. It's so wild how people call you a bad person for avoiding your family despite knowing nothing about their family. It doesn't matter what they did, you were in the wrong because their family makes zero sense to me, but other people look at me like I'm the lost one. If you don't understand something someone is telling you, say so instead of pulling an opinion on the topic out of your ass. There is no shame in not knowing or understanding something. Refusing to admit you don't know, and by extension refusing to learn something new because your ego is hurt, is gravely misguided. However, if someone gives you their phone to look at a picture, don't swipe next to the other pictures. Or at least ask, and often people will swipe for you and show related things, but if you just swipe, that's some trust broken needlessly. Don't have strong opinions about something you know nothing about. But I want to be angry. In the song Grand Illusion by Styx, there is a line. Don't be fooled by the radio, TV, or the magazine. Shows you photographs of how your life should be, compared to someone else's fantasy. So I guess the idea that you might not feel you're living your best life when you compare it with what you're told is supposed to be your best life. Also along this line, don't compare your day-to-day life to someone else's highlights. Like, don't compare your life to what bits you see of someone on social media. Your mental health isn't your fault, but it is your responsibility. In the same vein, your feelings are valid, your actions may not be.